Xenobiologist Dr. Kelvar had studied 17 different warrior species across the galaxy, but nothing had prepared him for his first encounter with human military personnel. The Terran Defense Corps had invited him to observe their training exercises as part of the Galactic Military Exchange Program, and he'd eagerly accepted, expecting to document another primitive species' attempts at organized violence. The transport shuttle landed at Fort Morrison, and Kelvar's first shock came when he met his liaison, a cheerful human named Lieutenant Johnson who couldn't have been more than 20 standard years old. "Welcome to Earth, Doc." Johnson grinned, extending his hand in the peculiar human greeting ritual. "Ready to see how we do things?" Kelvar studied the young soldier with his compound eyes. Johnson appeared unremarkable by human standards. Average height, lean build, friendly demeanor. Nothing like the hulking warrior casts of the Brutari or the bioengineered killers of the hegemony. "These are your warriors?" Kelvar asked, genuinely puzzled. Johnson laughed. "Warriors? Nah, document. We're just regular infantry. The warriors don't usually meet with visitors." As they toured the base, Kelvar observed thousands of these regular soldiers going about their daily routines. They moved with casual efficiency, maintaining equipment that could level mountains, discussing tactics for urban warfare over lunch as if debating the weather. "Lieutenant," Kelvar ventured, "your soldiers seem remarkably calm about violence." "Well, yeah," Johnson shrugged. "It's our job. We train for it, we're good at it, but it's still just a job, you know?" The casual attitude disturbed Kelvar more than the most savage war cries he'd heard from other species. These humans weren't driven by bloodlust or genetic programming. They simply accepted violence as a profession. During the live-fire exercises, Kelvar watched in growing horror as the regular troops demonstrated precision that would shame the elite guards of most civilized worlds. They moved through urban combat simulations like a dance, coordinating seamlessly while laying down devastating firepower. Impressive. Kelvar managed, his translator struggling with the emotional undertones. This is basic stuff," Johnson replied. "Wait until you see the Marines tomorrow. They're the real deal." "Marines?" Kelvar samtenat tvitshid nervously. "Are they your elite forces?" Johnson laughed again, a sound Kelvar was beginning to associate with impending terror. "Elite? Nah, they're just regular Marines. Different branch, same idea. Good at breaking things, and people who need breaking." The next day, Kelvar met Colonel Williams of the Marine Corps, a scarred woman whose eyes held the kind of focused intensity that made apex predators nervous. Her Marines moved through their exercises like controlled explosions, each movement calculated for maximum lethality. "Your Marines are formidable," Kelvar observed. "They're good kids," Williams nodded. "A lot of heart. Of course, if you really want to see something special, you need to meet our special operations folks." "Special operations?" Kelvar felt his exoskeleton shiver. "What makes them special?" Williams considered this. "Well, regular troops are trained to fight wars. Marines are trained to win them. Special forces? They're trained to end them before they start, or after everyone else has given up. Depends on the situation." How are they different?" Regular soldier sees a problem, applies standard solution. Marine sees a problem, applies overwhelming force. Special ops sees a problem. Williams smiled grimly. They make the problem disappear, along with anyone who might cause similar problems in the future. That evening, Kelvar sat in his quarters composing his report to the Galactic Council, his claws trembling as he typed. Subject: Human Military Classification. Urgent revision required. Council members, I must recommend immediate reclassification of human military threat assessment. Initial reports focused on their special forces as primary concern. This was a critical error. After observation, I've determined that what humans call regular infantry would constitute elite shock troops by galactic standards. Their Marines represent a level of tactical sophistication that rivals our most advanced military units. The beings they designate special forces remain unobserved, as they are apparently too dangerous for standard diplomatic contact. Most disturbing finding: these humans do not view violence as aberrant behavior requiring genetic enhancement or psychological conditioning. They simply practice it, like any other skill. Recommendation: under no circumstances should the Terran Republic be considered for conquest or subjugation. These beings wage war the way others practice trade, as a natural expression of their capabilities. Furthermore, they have apparently named their most dangerous warriors special forces not as a boast, but as a warning. When a species' regular troops are this effective, one shudders to contemplate what they consider special. I am requesting immediate transfer to a less terrifying assignment. Perhaps studying the devourer hives. At least they're predictable. Dr. Kila, Xenobiologist, Vetois.